Hey guys, YDCB here with some more Summoners War action, and welcome to our first ever YDCB Invitational RTA tournament. This is a global only event, but this is the first of many to come, hopefully, and maybe we can spread over to other servers. Today we begin with the first round of the best of 3, starting with Syntac versus KAZUTO on the blue side. So we're heading to the draft. KAZUTO has first pick, he picks Ciara, good. Syntac starts off with the safe pick, immunity and Hathor, CC and immunity, sort of long drawn out sustained fights. KAZUTO's just going, he goes double stripper to counter Verzzz. Alright, and by banning Ciara, I don't know if KAZUTO just has to have the damage output over here to take out that Camila, right? There is no armor break at all. There is no armor break unless one of the Sea Emperors returns the armor break. Yeah? That is the only way you can get any sort of burst damage. But I don't know. We shall see if this fight goes long. To be honest, I was expecting safe picks on both sides. But it's nice to see that KAZUTO is going YOLO here. I mean, sorta. Like with, with sort of like CC and, not as tanky targets as compared to what Syntac is picking. But like I said, I was expecting safe picks because this is like sort of the the first tournament that we're having, and it's knockout, so you don't really get a second chance if you lose this best of 3. So you can't really afford to experiment, and that's why I said I was expecting safe picks. It's not wrong of Syntac to pick sort of a safer lineup, but as we can see, this lineup that KAZUTO is picking, even though there's no armor break, seems to be outputting some pretty decent damage. I mean, P-Sama, I have one, right? I don't really see it used that often enough. I don't really see it used, I mean, especially when he banned out Ciara right here. You would think that there shouldn't be enough damage, but from what it seems pretty okay. Yeah, I mean, he's doing work on Annabelle here. He's trying to bring Annabelle down. Yeah, and he doesn't have to worry about Verzzz because Sanctuary is a single buff. Alright, it's not like Wusa with double buffs. Alright, oh, here we go. Here comes the pain because there's armor break all over. I wonder, is he going to return the armor break? Is he going to return the armor break to maybe Annabelle or something? No, he's just continuing trying with the stuns. He's continuing with the stuns, and he might lose Okeanos here if there's a... Alright, no violent, that's good. He puts the armor break onto the Hark instead of Annabelle, but I think Annabelle is going to be in some trouble here unless she procs a violent. Oh, no. The Hark passive cleanses. The Hark passive cleanses armor break, and it looks like KAZUTO's the one in trouble here because he doesn't have any sustain. Well, he does, in the form of Iris, but he really heals for a little bit. Okay, oh, the resistance. The resistance on Annabelle. It would have been a dead Annabelle pretty much right there. They would have traded 1-for-1 at least. Yeah, I mean, I think he should still trade 1-for-1. Oh, the fucking Hark. I'm sorry. The Hark's passive is actually keeping Annabelle alive for now. Or Annabelle's gone because you kill P-Sama, he comes back. So right now it's 3v3, but wow, I'd say it's a pretty close one actually. Can he kill the Hark? Oh, he kills the Hark. Okay, and he reduces the attack bar here. Iris needs to stay alive, in my opinion. Iris needs to stay alive right here. Because Iris is the only sustain that he has, but Iris is gone. So 2v2. Okay. And I don't know how many turns is this in. Because as it goes longer, it is actually possible for Camila to lose. If it goes longer. Maybe KAZUTO here can come up with some lucky stunts. Can he? Can he come up with some lucky stunts? Does he have the passive up? Rageful Return? Oh, it's not up yet. Rageful Return ain't up yet. So it's gonna be Triton versus Camila. Even though it's wind against water, I kind of feel that Camila is gonna come out ahead. Right? Oh, wait, he can return the slow, but he's gonna quit. He's gonna quit. Oh, the resistance on the attack bar reduction as well. Oh, resistance really playing a big part here. I mean, yeah, resistance really, I mean, earlier on, Annabelle would have died if not for resisting, what was that? I think the armor break or something like that, if I can remember correctly. So, Syntac wins the first one. It's a best of 3. Kazuto has another chance to make a comeback. So Syntac gets first pick. He picks Ciara this time. It seems that Ciara is a contest for first pick, and Kazuto takes the Fireheart away from Syntac. Syntac follows up with Annabelle. No immunity on Syntac's side this time. He's going for Eladriel, Revive. And Kazuto picks a Reviver of his own in Taeon. Again, Kazuto going for a more damage-based team. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It can work. But Eladriel is a tough nut to crack. Really tough nut to crack. And the fact that the problem here is that Kazuto doesn't have immunity. So he is very susceptible. Right, very susceptible to Hathor. Just shitting all over him. I'm not sure if the Fireheart does cleanse sleep. We shall see. I don't think it does though. Anyway, we shall find out, right? So delayed promise. Everyone goes to sleep. Additional turn, and he starts working on Theomars. I think the moment Theomars is dead, this is gonna get real, real hairy for Kazuto over here. Oh, another additional turn. Okay. He's still trying to go for Hathor. Yeah. It's not. And Syntac favors using Olivia, from what I can tell, right? In quite a bit of his RTA fights, and Olivia, the 3-turn defense buff is just so hard to break through. So I don't think that the heart cleanses sleep. I can't tell. I didn't notice that so far. And Kazuto's still going for it. I mean, he has reason to, because Taeon does revive. So what? How many turns is this Olivia getting? Oh no, that was just the 2 turns because of the Olivia giving attack bar, right? So what's the game plan here for Kazuto? Revive Theomars, of course. Additional turn, he resurges Theomars. But the thing about research is that it doesn't straight away give you the turn. And Hathor does shut down Theomars because of the weaken attack plus defense buff from Olivia. It basically nullifies any damage that this Theomars can do. Defense buff, weaken attack, this Theomars ain't doing anything. It's just gonna die again. It's just a matter of time right now. Unless Kazuto can come up with some crazy violent procs, and get another revive off, and maybe Theomars can proc the shit and kill maybe Eladriel or something. Yeah, otherwise I don't see a way back from this one. It looks pretty bleak, to be honest. Yeah, it looks pretty bleak. And it's just, this is just, I hate Olivia. Right? I hate that defense buff. And I mean, he has an Iris to sort of counter the defense buff. I mean, Iris does strip, right? But the thing is, with Hathor in the game, alright, it's just so hard for Iris to get a single move, It's just so hard for Iris to get a single move. Yeah, because look at that briefing, with Olivia giving an attack bar, even though she didn't give it to Hathor this time around. There's just a lot of chances for Hathor to get her sleep off, I think that this team is a really solid team. I can't really think of how to counter this team unless you have some sort of ignore defense type of damage that you can actually get through the pick and ban phase. Yeah, I think that would do really well against this. Oh dear. Oh, it's gonna be bad. I mean, the moment Iris actually dies, there's really no way to strip. You see right here, even Iris doesn't get 100% strip from the skill. You can see that Iris attack there, and all 3 of them still have defense buff. So it's just defense buff and weaken attack over and over again, and just wearing you down, because defense buff skills later into the game as well. Yeah, you lose HP, but you don't lose defense. So defense becomes more and more valuable as you go later and later in the game. I think this is going to be the end, because he just lost his reviver, which could revive his only damage dealer, Theomars. Plus the defense buff. Oh, it's just salt in the wound, Salt in the wound. Yep, this is it. Okay. Well, Good try, Kazuto. So Syntac moves on to the semifinals where he waits for his next opponent. Next we have Verzzz against Hypnotyk. The winner of this round will move up to face Syntac in the semifinals. So Verzzz gets first pick, Ciara, again. And Nick. I'm just gonna call him Nick, alright? The names are confusing. He goes triple water against triple win, right? But I mean, Verzzz, Camila, those are solid picks. So she's, again, the Fireheart shows, alright? Apparently, Fireheart seems pretty good. So, Verzzz with Hathor, Ciara, Olivia, Eladriel. Isn't this pretty much the same pick as Syntac just now, except Syntac and Annabelle? We're probably gonna see a lot of these units, and oh my god, that's a lot of turns that Hathor just went 3 turns on turn 1. But she didn't use the sleep because there were still will runes. So right now, what needs to happen is Verzzz needs to freeze something. He didn't get Hathor. And this is gonna spell trouble. Because this is gonna come. Alright, it was unfortunate. I mean, I wouldn't say it's totally unexpected. It's a water Verzzz, and Verzzz doesn't freeze on glancing. Yeah, if you glance, you basically don't freeze. So that's what happened. And everyone's asleep. So what you do in RTA is basically you attack people that are not asleep. Alright. So this is gonna go on and on until he picks out a single target, I think, because he has burst damage in the form of Ciara. Alright, he has good burst damage in the form of Ciara. And you note how Verzzz is not using Detonate because he doesn't want to wake Camila. Yeah, he doesn't want to wake Camila. So Verzzz gets a nice freeze off on Hathor. Everyone gets, resets their turns. And wait, why doesn't yeah, I was wondering why didn't the bomb get cleansed off? So it finally gets cleansed off. And we reset back to everyone at full HP again. Right, everyone at full. I'm sorry for the graphics. Not everyone, is running a very good tablet to record. So yeah. The thing about Nick's team, okay, is that, like I said, you're running triple water against a full win, and your real water nuker is Camila against an Eladriel. But I think one of them is running Destroy. You can take note at Ciara's HP bar. There's a bit of Destroy going on there, so you might be able to burst them down in the long run. The problem here is that Nick does not have a stripper for that awful 3-turn. It's pretty much permanent. That 3-turn defense buff, and that's gonna mitigate a lot of the damage. A sleep proc. It's almost like the Desert Queen is, like an occult girl. You sleep proc additional turn. It's not supposed to, by the way. It's just that there was a violent proc right there. Okay, so what's going on here? I don't know if the Hark's passive does cleanse off the bomb. I don't know if that happens when he's asleep. I should think so, but the thing is, Annabelle's gonna move first, and Annabelle's gonna take the full detonation of this bomb, and Annabelle is gone. Annabelle is gone, and he doesn't have a reviver. And he doesn't have armor break. So I'm not quite sure what the game plan is here. Probably Verzzz to CC, try to get violent procs, and do as much crowd control while trying to kill a target. I think that's the only way for Nick to come back in this one. Fucking Olivia. I'm sorry. I just hate. Oh my god. This Ciara hits really hard. And because he's running Ciara with Olivia, you don't really need to get, like, I don't know, 30 plus thousand HP on Ciara, because the defense buff, like I said, it really helps a lot. It really cuts down a lot of the damage. Plus the fact that you have an Eladriel there for a full HP revive just makes it really safe to run, a semi-tanky Ciara rather than going full tank, which is, currently the trend in high-level RTA. People run like tank Giannas, tank Ciaras. The whole point is to slowly but surely wear down your opponent with ignore defense damage and the stuns that the bombs provide. Yeah, but with an Eladriel and an Olivia, you can actually think about getting more damage in there. Yeah, even without attack buff, that was a pretty respectable 20 plus thousand. So Verzzz takes the first game. On to the second game. Nick gets first pick. This time he picks Ciara. It seems that everyone who gets first pick picks Ciara, and then you see Verzzz in the second pick. Right? The thing about Verzzz is that he picks the Water Panda. I think this is a really solid pick. He goes double pandas. Nice. Okay, because he went Wind Panda because he was gonna ban Ciara, and you have really nothing to fear about if you ban Ciara, because Wind Panda is really just afraid of ignore defense damage. And in a fight where you have Olivia providing defense buff, alright, and you know, and the Wind Panda, I think those two alone, you know, we're not even talking about Verzzz here, and Hathor, the amount of crowd control, look at that, attack bar reduction, and she's not done. She's not done. Look at that. I mean, he's even saving absolute zero. He's not even using it because he doesn't need to right now. Because, I mean, if you look at the team, the real damage only comes when Annabelle, you know, gets armor break off, and Olivia with defense buff against Camila without attack buff. You're really not afraid of anything, especially since Olivia can also cleanse debuffs. So what's gonna happen now? He's gonna try to make sure this Annabelle can't move. Alright, he gets defense buff again 3 turns. It's better than Emma in the sense that it's just 1 more turn of defense buff, and this gives another turn for your team to output more damage. Yeah? Verzzz as well as Wind Panda both skill off defense. So like say an armor break from the Wind Panda into an absolute zero, that would be an easy 40,000 damage right there. Yeah, if you can get it off, but it's not gonna be easy because there's the Fire Heart that's gonna get a lot of turns. It's gonna cleanse the armor break. It's gonna give turns, etc., etc. So again, it's all about going back and forth, resetting the fight before finally getting an opening to deliver, you know, a fatal blow. Yeah, this is what I observe from most games at a higher level. Even when I'm playing maybe G3 players, that's pretty much the case. Yeah, it's just trading back and forth. Maybe the opponent, you know, as weird as this sounds, the opponent gets an unfortunate violent proc. For example, maybe he's running a Wusa, okay, and he has immunity, and he procs. And then he loses immunity, even though without a stripper, there's your window. Alright, right here you saw there was a Annabelle healed that, alright, reset it back to 0. But you can see that the Wind Panda does quite a bit of damage. Alright, quite a bit of damage with defense buff. Unfortunately, Verzzz over here has defense break, so he won't be doing that much damage. If not, Wind Panda and Verzzz is one of my favorite comps as well. Coupled with a defense buffer. I use Emma. I'm, you know, really considering going the Olivia route because that 3 turns. That 3 turns is really something. Yeah, it's like an Iona revive. Talk about Iona. I don't see much Iona in high level RTA for some reason. The 3 turn defense buff after revive is really something nice. Okay, is this the window? Is this the window? The defense buff, defense break doesn't get cleansed. He freezes. He gets Verzzz as well. Okay, no more armor break. Oh, this is gonna be a long one. This is gonna be a long one, isn't it? He's trying really hard here. I'm not so sure. He should be killing Eladriel. If this were up to me, I would work on Annabelle. Right? I would work on Annabelle, not to try and kill Annabelle twice, but basically just keep killing Annabelle. Because that's where the armor break is coming from, right? So you just kill Annabelle until the timer goes on. Alright? Until Eladriel is weak enough for a simple armor break into absolute 0, and then he gets KO'd. You get what I'm saying? That's usually what I do against Eladriel. I just take out the threat over and over and over until the, you know, see right now we're at 50% max HP down. Alright? Attack power 50% up. Now the Wind Panda's attack. The Wind Panda only has 1 attack, even though the passive skills with defense, the basic attack does skill with attack. Oh my god, he actually took out Verzzz here. He actually took out Verzzz here, but I don't think this is over quite yet. Look at that. 1 hit from the Panda, half health. Eladriel gets half, you know, takes half, you know, half his health is gone. Yeah, I don't think this is quite over yet. I think that Verzzz still has a good chance in this because I have really good faith in the Wind Panda. Right, at this stage of the game, attack power is 60% and max HP 60 down, and you have 3 turns defense buff to mitigate. Look at that, to mitigate Camilla's damage. Look at that damage to Camilla. Did you see that? Look at that damage. Camilla's gone, and Illijo is still asleep. Right, Illijo is still asleep. Is he trying to? Is he gonna sleep? Does he have sleep? Oh my God, violent proc. Oh, that was unfortunate. So he's trying to work on Annabelle right here. I don't know if that was the move. Oh wow, you see what I mean? At this stage of the game, at this stage, he didn't even armor break Annabelle. He just hit him 3 times. Yeah, because the first attack skills, the first sequential attack of the Wind Panda skills with attack and defense, right? And so he has the attack buff from the duration of the game and the defense buff from Olivia. He pretty much can one-shot anyone right now. I'm pretty sure if he touches Illijo right now, Illijo is dead. But I think he's gonna go for the heart. Yeah, I think if he touches Illijo right now, Illijo is pretty much dead. Because right now at this 70%, we're almost approaching draw. We are pretty much approaching draw right now. I think after 70%, a certain amount of turns, you get, you know, the draw. You will automatically go into a draw. Look at that. Illijo just disappears. Right? Illijo just disappears. Olivia, Wind Panda. I mean, also there was Hathor to draw out the game, right? You think Hathor is there a CC and then you can nuke someone, but actually Hathor is there also to help you draw out the game by giving them less turns. So congratulations to Verzzz. You will move on and face Syntac in the semi-finals. In the next video, we'll check out the red side where Fua takes on Hachi and Aspire takes on Berkelek. I'll see you guys. Bye bye.